While recession is the word that a lot of people are using when describing the economy and the market right now, that is anything but what is happening in Southwest Florida. After Hurricane Ian, which was just September 28th, like 35 days ago, our market is bustling and busy and deals are closing despite what everyone is saying about will this deal close, what's going on, I can't sell. 16% of homes in the area were affected, 84% of homes were not affected. So we are seeing a mass movement of people that were displaced from their homes. I've heard 20,000 people displaced from their homes, moving from the coastal areas inland. We will see in 1 to 3 years a great rebuilding of those areas and a movement back in towards the coastal areas. We have venture capitalists coming in to purchase property from homeowners directly at Ground Zero on Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel. And we've got a lot of talk about hurricane deductibles, flood insurance, will flood insurance even be available in the future, and all of that. I put together a calculator for how to determine whether you should just sell your home as it is and wash your hands and walk away, or whether you should put in the time and energy and blood and sweat and tears and improve your property before you move on. Interest rates are over 7%, which is the highest rate in 20 years, but there are still products that are affordable. For example, there's a 5/1 ARM that you can get into for under 5%, and you can pay it off in 5 years and benefit from that. If you feel that the economy really is going to go into a recession, what we know from history is that when we have a recession, the Fed will reduce interest rates in order to stimulate the economy as a whole. And so if we are going into a recession, then you should hedge yourself with an ARM so that you can get into a lower interest rate now and then refinance. There are some tools that different organizations have come out with to help homeowners to be able to get into homes. So for example, the FHA has come out with a 203K program, which is for rehabbing homes. Anyone who has been displaced, has lost their home and needs to purchase another home can do an FHA loan with a 0% down payment. And the VA has lifted the loan limits for jumbo loans. So the VA will allow up to $3 million for a purchase amount on a home, which is incredible. The last thing I want to talk about is insurability of homes. So we've had so much insurance reform over the last year. We've first of all had the National Flood Insurance Program, which has come out with the 2.0 program, and the rates have risen dramatically. And so we've gone through that reform. Now we have to wonder what's the future of flood insurance for the National Flood Insurance Program. Also, we've gone through homeowners policy reform, with especially the limit coming out on shingle roofs, which if your home has a shingle roof that's 15 years or older, getting that letter in the mail saying that your insurance company is going to be dropping you from the policy completely, or they're going to be reducing the amount of the coverage that they're going to give you on that 15-year-old roof. So we'll see, we expect to see premiums perhaps go up 50% to 100% in the next couple of years, and that plays into the affordability. But one of the things that we saw happen after COVID was a shift in what people are looking for a home, right? So before we might have had a lot of people say, oh, I want blah, 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 blah. And then after COVID, they're saying, okay, I want a dedicated work from home space. I've got the kids at home. I need to have my office all the way across the house from my wife's office because we both work from home. Or we're going to move to Florida now because we don't need to wait till we retire. We can do that now because we're working from home. Or, you know, I'm going crazy in this small little condo. I need to move into a big single family home, or I want to have a home gym. Just people really wanted more space. And I think that you'll see the same sort of shift in the demand for what people are looking for in their homes now. People who before said their vision and their dream of moving to Florida might have been to be on the water. Maybe they're now thinking that it's okay to be within 45 minutes of the water and drive to the beach, or trade off certain things for having a newer home or having a home that's at a higher elevation. So we'll look forward to seeing those changes in the market and those trends emerging, but don't believe the hype that people are saying that the market is crashing or it's a fire sale in Florida. It is no such thing. Homes are selling. If anything, there are more people that are being displaced from their homes that need a place to live, and you're just going to see this sort of pause in the market where there was 30 days where things weren't really closing until they could get reassessed and reevaluated and closed, and then you're going to see this accumulation of closings that are going to show up in the market, and there's always a delay between what's really happening right now and what you're seeing in the headlines. So the best thing to do is to talk to a trusted real estate agent and get the information for your local community.